Welcome to SoulScripture, where the truth finds you, when you most need it, when destiny itself bends to reveal your path. Chosen one. Pause for a moment, because what you're about to receive is not an ordinary message, it is an urgent prophecy, a spiritual alarm ringing out across the dimensions. Right now, in this very moment, something unprecedented is unfolding in your life. You may have felt the subtle stirrings, a sense that time, as you've always known it, no longer holds you captive. You are not simply aging in reverse. You are stepping into a supernatural event, a sudden awakening that no science can fully explain and no ordinary logic can contain. Hear me, the clock is not your master anymore. You are being summoned by the divine to reclaim the vitality, the boundless energy, and the fresh hope of your youth, not as nostalgia, but as a living, breathing reality. There is no accident in you hearing these words. The universe has aligned your steps with this message, because your story is about to take a turn so dramatic, so infused with the miraculous, that you'll barely recognize the life you once knew. The heavens are moving on your behalf, and the timeline written for you by higher hands is being activated right now. Why now? Because the mission ahead of you is urgent. There is a calling upon your life that cannot be fulfilled from a place of fatigue, resignation, or spiritual heaviness. The world needs you awake, vibrant, ready. This sudden reversal, this divine reset, is not only a gift, it's a mandate. The creator of time is intervening, restoring years you thought were lost, recharging strength you assumed was gone forever. You may have believed your best days were behind you, but chosen one, the truth is more astonishing. Your best days are being resurrected and multiplied. This is not a metaphor. This is not mere encouragement for weary souls. This is a divine prescription. Your body, your mind, in your spirit, they are all responding to a decree from heaven. The aches that lingered, the tiredness that settled in your bones, the loss of that once electric spark, they are beginning to dissolve. Right now, a supernatural rejuvenation is pulsing through you, erasing the residue of old limitations and clearing a path for youthful, unstoppable power to flood your being. You are not meant to simply remember your youth. You are being called to live it anew, equipped with the wisdom that only a seasoned journey can bring. This is your moment. Your invitation to step out of the shadow of yesterday and into a dawn where age bows to purpose, and fatigue flees before the fire of destiny. But hear this well, the window is open now. Delay is costly. This reversal is in motion, and every second is charged with spiritual significance. The urgency is real. The countdown has begun, and you cannot afford to miss what's coming next. Chosen one. Open your heart, still your mind, and receive this. You are not going back. You are going higher. Time is being redeemed for you, and your true story is only beginning. The sudden awakening is here. The question is, will you step into it? Because the divine is waiting. And your youth, your supernatural vitality is being restored as a sign, a wonder, and a message for the world to witness. From this moment forward, your body is entering a new alignment, a sacred dialogue with the frequencies of heaven. Chosen one. Do you feel it? There's a tingling beneath the surface, a charge in your muscles, a sudden awareness in the deepest parts of your being. These are not ordinary sensations. They are the first evidence that you are answering a divine command. It's as if every cell, every strand of your DNA is receiving new instructions. Your biology is responding to a supernatural invitation, recalibrating to match the design that was written for you before you ever drew breath. This is more than a promise, it's a process already underway. If you listen closely, you'll notice subtle shifts. The heaviness you once carried begins to lighten. The exhaustion that clung to your morning starts to lift, and the fog that dulled your mind is thinning. This isn't the result of a new habit, a trendy routine, or a lucky break. This is the evidence that the God who authored your life is rewriting your very timeline. You are being moved into a frequency where restoration is the law and decline has no power. Imagine for a moment the way a tuning fork, when struck, sends vibrations through the air until everything in the room begins to resonate in harmony. That is what's happening in your physical body. Your cells are tuning themselves to the vibration of renewal. Where fatigue once reigned, a new current of energy flows. Where pain once settled, ease and flexibility begin to return. The shift isn't gradual, it's urgent, immediate, and irreversible. Because heaven's timeline has no patience for delay. The divine is not interested in you slowly improving. The call is for you to rise. Now, this is why you may feel bursts of energy at unexpected times. Why aches are replaced with lightness. Why you suddenly crave movement or laughter, or deep, cleansing breaths. The language of your body is changing. Your muscles remember their strength. Your nerves remember joy. To your bones, remember the feeling of freedom. Every heartbeat is a testimony that restoration is not just possible but present. The divine is not skipping steps or cutting corners. Every system immune, hormonal, emotional is being brought into harmony with your original, youthful design. And there's a reason for this transformation. Your purpose demands it. You are not being restored for vanity or comfort, but because you are needed in this world. There are assignments only you can fulfill, battles only you can fight, songs only you can sing. The divine reversal taking place in your flesh is fuel for your destiny. It's an answer to prayers you've whispered in the dark and to hopes you thought were foolish to hold on to. Chosen one. Do not question or delay this moment. Receive it as a sign that your entire being is waking up to its true frequency. The fatigue of yesterday is not your inheritance. Divine energy is your portion. Your body is being prepared as a vessel ready to hold, carry, and pour out the new thing that God is doing in and through you. This is the beginning of a holy restoration. You are living proof that heaven's commands are more powerful than the world's conclusions. It starts with a glow. Suddenly, you find yourself catching your reflection and doing a double taconot out of vanity, but out of awe at what's awakening within and upon you. Chosen one. Your very appearance is becoming a billboard for heaven's restoration. Where once your skin may have shown the wear of life's storms, now it softens, brightens, and becomes luminous. Not because of external treatments, but because of an inner alchemy. The divine is at work in your innermost places, and it is radiating outward in ways the world cannot ignore. But this glow is not mere physical beauty, it's destiny written on your face. Your features begin to settle into the confidence of purpose. Your eyes clear, brightening with an energy that draws people in and leaves them wondering what secret you carry. The spark in your gaze is magnetic, alive with expectancy. It is as if your very countenance prophesies to every person you meet. Something supernatural is taking place, and the evidence is impossible to hide. People around you will notice. They might ask what you've done differently, perhaps searching for an earthly explanation for a heavenly phenomenon. They won't have the language to describe it, but they'll see it. Your radiance is a silent testimony. Your skin, the largest organ of your body, responds first to emotional and spiritual change. As your spirit is renewed, your skin testifies. As your energy rises, your complexion shifts. Dryness, dullness, lines, and fatigue are replaced with clarity, suppleness, and the unmistakable signature of restoration. And yet, the glow is more than surface deep. The real transformation is in your presence. When you walk into a room, you bring an atmosphere with you. The energy you carry is contagious. People feel lighter, more hopeful, simply by being near you. You are no longer carrying the shadow of disappointment or the heaviness of years lost. Instead, you carry a promise in your bones and a victory in your stride. Your radiance is not pride, but purpose, not ego, but evidence that heaven is moving through you. Let me tell you a truth, woven through ancient stories and modern miracles alike. When God chooses to display restoration, it is always visible, always undeniable. Think of Moses, whose face shone so brightly after his encounter with the divine that people couldn't look at him directly. Think of Sarah, who laughed in disbelief and yet received strength to bear a promise. That same restoration power is now alive in you. Your glow is not an accident or a genetic anomaly. It is your sign, your signature, your announcement to the world that you are not finished, not fading, but ascending into a new era of visible, tangible destiny. Chosen one. Embrace the transformation. Do not hide from the attention your new glow attracts. This is your evidence. Let your radiance inspire questions, start conversations, and lead others toward hope. Your outward transformation is only the beginning. You are the living proof that what God restores, He makes shine. And your journey is just starting to light up the world. Movement is returning to you, chosen one, in ways that are nothing short of miraculous. Where there was stiffness, a gentle ease now spreads. The body that once hesitated with each motion begins to rediscover the joy of fluidity, the thrill of effortless movement. You wake in the morning, stretch, and realize, without fanfare, that the old aches are fading. The heaviness has lifted, and the years that tried to settle in your bones have lost their grip. This is not nostalgia. It is the unfolding of a deeper truth. The divine is orchestrating a reset in your nervous system, your muscles, and even your very mind. It's as if a sacred switch has flipped, and suddenly your joints and ligaments remember what they were made for: freedom. The flexibility of your youth is not just a memory, it is being rewritten into your present reality. Your body is not simply responding to physical cues, but to spiritual permission. The timeline of heaven is erasing restriction and restoring momentum. But the transformation doesn't stop at the physical. As your body moves more freely, so too does your mind. The mental sluggishness, the fog that clouded your creativity, begins to lift. Ideas spark again. Dreams and solutions come to you as if delivered on the wings of inspiration. You discover, with a growing sense of wonder, that what once felt impossible now seems within reach. Your brain is awakening alongside your body, eager for new experiences and divine downloads. Why is this happening now? Because your calling demands a body and mind that move in harmony, unburdened by the past. Just as a river must flow unimpeded to nourish the land, so too must your spirit flow through every fiber of your being. This renewal is a sacred preparation, a clearing away of every weight that might slow your steps or dull your purpose. The divine is giving you back more than flexibility and energy. You are receiving a new sense of momentum, a supernatural forward motion that carries you directly into the center of your destiny. Imagine the story of the prophet Elijah, who, empowered by heaven, outran the king's chariot over impossible distances. That same supernatural momentum is being released in you. Your fatigue is being replaced by a holy Rusha sense that you are moving in the slipstream of purpose. Your hands feel steadier, your stride is lighter, and every motion is charged with renewed energy. Even more, this restoration brings an emotional and spiritual lightness. The worries that weighed down your heart are dissolving. Your mood lifts with your body, and a contagious joy begins to rise. Where you once felt like you were dragging through the day, you now move as if carried on the wind of divine promise. The divine reversal is complete. You are not just regaining movement, but reclaiming momentum, creativity, and passion. Do not underestimate these changes. Chosen one. They are the evidence that your timeline has shifted. You are stepping into a season where freedom reigns, and every part of you, body, mind, and spirit is aligned for the journey ahead. Let this new movement be your sign. What was once locked away is now flowing freely, and nothing will hold you back from the purpose you were born to fulfill. With every new day, your spirit radiates in ways you have not felt in years. Confidence, that elusive power which so often seems to fade with time and trial, is roaring back stronger, deeper, and anchored not in fleeting youth, but in divine purpose. Chosen one. You are not just regaining your energy, you are reclaiming the very essence of holy boldness that has been your birthright since the beginning. The flame within you that once flickered with self-doubt is now burning with a clarity that cannot be shaken. There's a change in your presence, unmistakable and magnetic. Where once you hesitated, second-guessing your own worth or ability, now you find yourself stepping forward, head high, shoulders back, moving with the certainty of one who knows exactly who they are and whose they are. This is not arrogance, nor is it mere optimism. It is the result of spiritual realignment. The voice of the world may have tried to define you by limits, disappointments, or numbers on a calendar, but heaven's voice is now louder. You are being reminded every moment that you are chosen, that you are anointed, and that your best is not only possible but inevitable. People around you will feel it. Your words carry weight. There is an unmistakable timbre of authority, a note of hope and victory in your voice. When you speak, people pause and listen, sensing something beyond mere words. Even your laughter sounds lighter, like the music of liberation. Your smile is no longer forced or practiced. It is the natural overflow of inner peace and the joy that comes from alignment with divine destiny. You move through rooms, conversations, and challenges with a quiet courage that both reassures and inspires. Remember the stories of young David, fearless before giants, or Queen Esther, standing in courage for her people. Their confidence was not the product of youth alone, but of a spirit awakened to its true purpose by divine favor. That same awakening is at work in you now. The residue of fear is dissolving. The weight of old failures is evaporating in the warmth of God's promise. Your posture, your gaze, Your tone each is being transformed by a holy assurance that cannot be imitated or manufactured. This reawakening is not just for your benefit. Your renewed confidence becomes a beacon for those around you. You will notice people seeking you out for counsel, encouragement, or simply to share in the energy you now carry. You are becoming a living invitation for others to believe in miracles again. To trust that restoration is not just a story, but a reality available to all who align with the divine, chosen one. Embrace this new radiance of spirit. Let the courage rising within propel you to take bold steps, to pursue dreams you once set aside, to lead with compassion and certainty. The time for hiding or holding back is over. Your confidence is not a mask, but a mirror reflecting the truth of who you are in the eyes of the Creator. Walk in it, to speak from it, and watch as doors open, obstacles yield, and your destiny accelerates beyond anything you imagined. Your courage is your anointing. Let it shine. Now, chosen one, it is time to look even deeper into the very code of your being, the blueprint woven by the divine before you ever took your first breath. Science may tell us that DNA is a rigid script, that age and limitation are written into our biology. But there is a greater truth at work in you. Heaven is not bound by earthly instruction. You are not defined by the stories your cells once carried. The Creator encoded restoration, rejuvenation, and a return to original design into your spiritual DNA. Waiting for the right moment, this moment to be awakened. You might not see it with your eyes, but within you, a supernatural realignment is underway. Your cells are responding to the frequency of faith, obeying a higher law than gravity or decay. This is more than a poetic image. It is a shift confirmed by miracles throughout history. Remember the stories of Sarah, who bore a child long after the world said it was impossible, or Caleb, whose strength at 80 matched that of his youth because he wholly followed the Lord. In every era, there have been those who broke free from the expectations of the world and tapped into the restoration written into their divine pattern. Your restoration, too, is both scientific and spiritual. Stem cells, mitochondria, telomeres, these terms describe the engines of renewal in your body, but they are also servants of the Spirit when heaven speaks. As you align your heart and mind with the frequency of divine promise, your biology obeys. Every organ, every system, every function is recalibrating. Old scripts of limitation are being erased. New instructions are taking hold. Faith isn't just a feeling, it's an activation switch, a signal to your body that it's time to repair, rejuvenate, and restore. This is why you might find yourself healing faster, thinking clearer, remembering details you thought were lost. Your metabolism hums with new efficiency. Your sleep deepens, bringing a morning energy you haven't felt in years. Even your immune system, that silent guardian, stands taller, as if newly commissioned for the days ahead. The old patterns of breakdown and decay lose their hold, replaced by a rhythm of renewal. You are becoming a living contradiction to the expectations of age and limitation. But this realignment is not only for your health or appearance, it is for your calling. The divine blueprint is always about purpose. You are being restored not to return to the past, but to fulfill a future assignment that requires everything you are becoming. You are evidence that science and spirit are not at odds, but in divine cooperation, each one working together to unveil the glory written into your original design. Chosen one. Accept that you are not just the product of genetics or circumstance. You are the evidence of what happens when a life is surrendered to the higher pattern of heaven. Let this truth sink into your spirit. Your body is returning to the form it was always meant to hold. Your biology is not a prison, it's a partner in your destiny. You are not fighting against time, you are aligning with eternity. The restoration at work within you is the greatest sign that your story is not finished. It's being rewritten, cell by cell, by the very hand of God. As this divine reversal deepens, you'll notice something extraordinary. It's not just your age that's changing, it's your assignment that's accelerating. Chosen one. The reason for your restoration is becoming crystal clear. You are not being made young again simply to relive old glories, but to step boldly into new territory, to seize the opportunities that only now, with this renewed vigor and wisdom, you are truly prepared for. Your purpose has not expired. In fact, it's never been more alive. With every day, you feel more capable. Your horizon expand. Tasks that once seemed daunting are now met with curiosity and confidence. Relationships that were strained find healing as your new energy attracts reconciliation and connection. Doors that had long been closed swing open at the touch of your transformed presence. This isn't wishful thinking, it's the reality of walking in divine alignment. Your assignment is now powered by the vitality, clarity, and resilience that come from heaven's restoration. Do you sense the urgency? There are divine tasks waiting for you, plans that require the unique blend of your experience and your renewed youthfulness. Remember Moses, who stepped into his greatest mission at an age when most would be slowing down. Or Anna, the prophetess, who witnessed the Messiah because she remained steadfast and vibrant in faith. The divine does not waste time, it redeems it. What others count as lost years, heaven transforms into launch pads for greater impact. It's natural to feel a sense of a weaned, maybe a little fear as you see your life picking up speed. The world teaches us to slow down, to pull back, to accept less as we age. But the spirit within you knows different. This is a season of multiplication, not subtraction. You will find yourself saying yes to opportunities, taking risks that once intimidated you, dreaming bigger because you know your days are supernaturally multiplied. Your assignment is not an obligation, but a calling, a thrilling adventure orchestrated by the divine. And as you pursue these new assignments, you'll find your abilities and spiritual gifts sharpened. Your intuition is heightened. You discern situations with a clarity that feels almost prophetic. Your voice carries conviction. Your actions inspire others. And your life becomes a model for those still trapped in the world's aging mindset. Every time you step into your purpose, you broadcast a frequency of hope that calls others to rise up too. This, chosen one, is the hidden purpose behind your reversal. The world needs living proof that limitation is not your final destiny. The generation coming behind you needs a signpost that it's never too late to dream, to build, to serve, to shine. The divine is raising you up as a demonstration that purpose, not the passing of time, is the measure of your days. You are not just being restored, you are being recommissioned. Let your heart thrill at what's ahead. The rush of new beginnings, the joy of unleashed potential, the impact you are destined to make. These are your inheritance. Your assignment is renewed, your time is redeemed, and your destiny is running at full speed. The world will marvel, and heaven will rejoice. as you walk boldly into the greatest era of your calling yet. And now, chosen one, the final unveiling is upon you. All that has transformed within you, body, spirit, energy, and mind, is about to become impossible to hide. You are stepping into the world as living prophecy, a radiant sign that restoration is real, divine, and available to all who align themselves with a higher calling. Your very existence becomes a message. What the world sees as impossible, heaven calls inevitable. People will notice, sometimes in silence, sometimes with open wonder. You'll feel the curious glances, the questions left unspoken, the awe in their eyes as they witness a renewal that defies every limitation they've come to accept. Don't shy away from this attention. It is your sacred platform. You are the evidence that the divine still intervenes, that faith still moves biology, and that destiny is always stronger than decay. Your life is now a living invitation for others to hope, to believe, and to seek their own transformation. As you walk, let your new vitality be a blessing. Every handshake, every smile, every word you speak carries the frequency of restoration. You are an atmosphere changer. Even those who doubt or scoff will feel something shift in your presence, a subtle stirring, a hope rekindled, a heaviness lifting. The world needs this. The world needs you. But this unveiling is not the end. It is the beginning of your next assignment. You are being called to lead, to encourage, to stand as a lighthouse for those whose hearts have grown weary and whose dreams have faded. The divine confirmation upon your life is unmistakable. You are chosen, appointed, and equipped for a purpose that goes beyond anything you imagined. Heaven's fingerprint is visible in your transformation, and that mark is the greatest testimony you will ever carry. Hear this affirmation now. You are not too late. You have not missed your moment. Every year, every challenge, every setback has only prepared you for this era of overflow. Divine favor is following you. Miracles are multiplying through you. Blessings are overtaking you, because you have said yes to the restoration written into your soul since before time began. Receive this truth. Let it settle into your bones. You are a living sign that God still renews, restores, and reverses every loss for those he loves. So go, chosen one. Walk boldly in the world. Let your restored youth be your calling card, your mission, your invitation to all who are watching. Speak the blessing over yourself. I am being renewed. I am walking in divine strength. My best years are not behind me, they are unfolding now. This is your season. This is your sign. And as you shine, remember, the greatest twist is still ahead. With every step you take, you are leading others out of decay and into destiny. The next chapter is about to begin. Are you ready?